Nick, when the season started, did you ever think you'd be going to Atlanta this first week of December?
I really wasn't thinking about it as of now. I was just focused on like trying to bond with my team and then just get that playbook down, and then just as I got used to it, and then as we got on the road rolling, I figured it would be a good road to glory.
Nick, talk about what you were doing and your emotions as Chris broke out there last night.
Actually, I was on the me and Quan Bray, we were sitting right there by the heater, and then we were watching the kick like we were praying. But then again, like I didn't even see Chris Davis down there. I seen like when the ball was short. But then again, I heard the crowd get loud, so I looked up at the jumbotron, and I seen Chris running down the sideline with it. So, and then I knew then that he had a great chance to take it back because they ain't had nothing really but offensive linemen like out there when they were kicking the field goal. And then I knew he had a pretty chance to run it back. As I seen him running down the sideline, I thought his momentum was gonna take him out of bounds, but he had nice concentration and kept his tight rope the sideline, and then able to get the touchdown for us to win the victory.
What was that, just the swell of emotion right there when that happened? I mean, and start pouring, dogpiling. What was going through your head that way?
It just was a exciting moment for me and my teammates. Like, it was a hard-fought battle the whole game. We had ups and downs, but we overcame adversity like the whole game. And then we just like Coach Miles say, at the end of the game, we'll find a way to win. And then that's what we did at the end of the game.
Nick, can you talk about your progress as the quarterback in this offense? How much more comfortable you feel now going into the game 13 than you did earlier in the season?
I feel way more comfortable now because it was some things that we used to do that I wasn't comfortable with, but it just took more practice time and then more effort at practice, and then I just took my time I had available, like not in class or anything, just watch more film and then just watch what I mess up on and then just go out and practice and correct it, and I just feel more comfortable with the offense right now.
Did you run much read option in Kansas?
Yes, I ran some. I ran a pretty good bit. I ran some in high school also.
How is it different here? Does he ask you to look at different things?
No, it's really the same thing. It's just how you read the end man on the line of scrimmage.
When did you start feeling like you had total command of, whether you want to give it or you want to keep it? When did you really feel good about that?
Probably like in game, I could probably say like game 7, and it just something just came real natural. Like if I know if I can beat the end to the sideline, I know I'll pull it then. But then again, if he just stay out there, I hand it off to Trey.
The knee injury you had, a lot of people thought you were going to be out a while. Are you surprised with how quickly you came back from that?
Yes, sir. It just something I raised about. If I get hurt, like you can't really show weakness. That's just something I brought up on, and then Coach Miles say it's just body language. You can't have bad body language. So if I get banged up, I just get right back up and then just try to help my team with the victory.
Nick, talk about your touchdown pass. There were 32 seconds left. Looked a little bit like a point guard out in the corner, trying to hide the ball a little bit and then through the pass.
It was just there was a play that we worked like it's a basic plan and just basic football we do, and then just the whole year Coach Miles said we're gonna get that play to work, and then obviously when we did it, the corner came off, and then it happened just like he said it would.
Were you guys setting that up kind of the whole drive?
No, sir, not at all. It's just something we were just pacing them, and then I was just after I read that play, read the defensive end, like my read, it goes straight to the corner. I read him off of there. If he take me, I throw it to Sammy. But if he run with Sammy, I got to keep it.
Were you kind of hoping that he was going to come after you so you could throw it?
Yeah, I seen it like a couple plays before, but then again, Sammy he wasn't really looking. So I got his attention that time, and then Sammy noticed it also, and he turned around and looked for the ball, and I threw it to him.
How aware you were the line of scrimmage? Because it looked like you just kind of hopped over in one smooth motion and threw it. So did you realize exactly where it was?
Yes, I realized, but then again, that's why I wasn't too sure, because I was looking back, see it was a flag call, because I wasn't sure if I would pass it or not. It felt like I was behind it, but it was a close call though.
Nick, what is it that you've had a lot of success late in games with the game on the line? Is your mindset different when you go out there in those situations?
No, sir, no. I just stay calm and then just keep doing what Coach tells me to do. Just don't get too rattled. Just be cool, calm, and collect, and then everything will fall into play.
Nick, what were you thinking when you did throw that pass to Sammy and you saw him take off down the sideline?
I was just thinking like we have a chance now. I was thinking overtime, but it was just a miracle happening when Chris Davis ran that return back.
What do you think it is, just when you've had
all these come from behind victories. You've led all these touchdown drives. You've done it in junior college. You've done it in high school. What is it, you think?
I believe it's just being confident, and then being confident in yourself, and then be confident in the people that are around you and the offensive lineman also.
You guys have run the ball so effectively, and obviously did so again last night against Bama, which was, phenomenal before that game. You guys at a point now where you feel like you can run the football against anybody you face?
Yes, sir. We can. That's our offense. We run the ball and then set up our players and pass, and then it's just something we do real well because our offensive line, they block their tails off of all of us, and you got to get the receiver credit too because they block well downfield.
What about the throw to CJ? The touchdown pass to CJ?
They play that. We work on that like on both sides of practice every day, after practice and before practice, and then when we call it in the game, it executed just how we did it at practice.
That was the same play as the Mississippi State one, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. That was it.
Nick, how much give and take is there on the sideline with you and Coach Lashley and Gus as well, kind of play call? Because he said that play to the Sammy, you mentioned, hey, let's try it, let's do it. So
It just
kind of conversation.
It's just something just like I come to the sideline and I tell them like what I see, and then they'll make adjustments for it, and then they'll tell me like before we go outside we're gonna try this or try that, and then when he called that, he was about to call another play, but I told him to roll, like run it again, and then when I told him that was when I was able to hit Sammy on the sideline with that pass.
Nick, you visited in February. You said you wanted to win a Heisman Trophy and a national championship here. Do you ever think it was going to be possible? I thought it would be possible this season because I knew I had a great group of men around me, just like. And then when the season got rolling, and it was just something like I knew we had a special group, and then we just gonna keep on adding on. I'm not too much worried about that right now. Just worry about the SEC, and then just get that victory, and then worry about what happened after that. But how does it feel to be this close, though, where you guys are number 3 right now? BCS will come out in a little while, but likely number 3 there, where you're one game away from being at the top.
Yeah, I feel great about it because we got a great team, and then we got a lot of great team effort. Like we play as a team and play as a whole group, and then don't let anything get between us like that, and we'll be okay from here.
Nick, as far as the BCS and all that kind of stuff goes, I know you probably don't think too much about numbers or rankings, but if it comes down to it, and all 3, FSU, Ohio State, and yourselves win your conferences, how much should SEC's reputation play a factor in whether they make the top 2?
I'm really not too sure about that. Like I'm not really worried about that as of right now.
Nick, players, coaches have talked about your leadership skills. Is that something that you have to work on, or is that something that comes natural for you?
I'm just something that comes natural. Being a quarterback, you got to be a leader. Like just say you have ups and downs, you got to be able to pick your team up and just let them know everything will be all right, and just go to the next play and just don't worry. Just put that behind you. They got to overcome adversity.
When coaches and players say they believe in you, they trust you, what does that sort of mean to you?
It means a lot to me because if the coaches like they believe in you, and then I believe in them also. If they put their trust and believe in me, and then I believe in everybody on our staff and our football team. So it's a great feeling to have that.
Nick, what do you think is going to